Right now, I'm sitting in Grandmother Coffee Roastery in Dubai, and today we are going to stream the episode 7 of Spilling Beans. In this episode, our guest is Syed Naveed. He has been into industry over 5 years and writing about specialty coffee and interviewing the right set of people, talking to them, everything A to Z. He has been, exploring it very well, on hand experience. Today, the whole episode is going to be about understanding what are the trends in 2025 that has happened in Dubai. Also, we'll be talking about how 2026 is going to be. What are we expecting from specialty coffee? There are so many cafes, so many coffee roasteries which are being opened up in between last 2 to 3 years in Dubai. What is really the motivation there? So, welcome, Syed Naveed,
Thank you.
onto the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We have been connected over, I would say, 3 years, and finally we're sitting with each other, talking about the specialty coffee, which I really wanted to do that since always.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
You, since you have been covering it so well, and I've read some of your blogs as well, from the rise of home baristas to the. Recently, there was one cafe that opened called Mocha.
Mocha 1450.
Yeah, I saw their stall also in
Yeah.
WOC.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Permit, and I'm honored to be here. And I'm glad you like some of the stuff that I've written because it stemmed as a passion project, and I'm grateful. At the same time, it's hard for me to believe that so many people actually reading the stuff that I write.
In India, specialty coffee scene is growing at a very immense
Yes.
pace,
Yes.
and there are important thing is that there are small clusters of communities
Yes.
which are in different cities,
Yes.
which is making it more interesting and growing it faster.
Yeah.
I have one of the community which is called Delhi Coffee Collective.
Yes. Yes.
You are aware
Yes,
of that.
yeah, I'm pretty much
So-
aware. Yeah, that's what I've been stalking these collectives for a while now because I haven't been to India ever since COVID started, and I finally visited India in December 2025. So during that time period, I was actually stalking all your profiles as to how the coffee communities in India, the collectives, and this coffee scene in general, specialty coffee scene in general, has been growing. Spoken to a lot of people, especially as you mentioned. I think Ashwin is from
Ashwin,
Mumbai.
Mumbai
Yeah.
Coffee
So
Collective.
he visited us, and he came to this very coffee shop roastery that we are in right now. We had a very detailed chat about the coffee scene in India, and you see a lot of coffee shop owners from India also visiting here.
Yeah.
So I've been lucky to connect with them, sit down for a coffee with them, with Subco, with Beachwill, with Divya, and of course Rahul. He from Subco.
Yeah.
He keeps coming back and forth here. So these guys, they fill me in on how the coffee scene is looking like.
It's very
Yeah.
interesting how you're bridging this both specialty coffee with different countries as well. You have been writing for Filter magazine.
Yeah.
So before I start speaking more about you,
Yeah.
I would ask you how has been your journey of coming to specialty coffee, and what was the motivation?
Yeah, I think most of us from India, like we've been drinking, especially from the south, we drink a lot of filter coffee. Then, of course, you've got your Nescafe and Starbucks and all these other commercial joints that you pick up coffee from for many years. I honestly had no idea about specialty coffee. And post-COVID, I happened to win this coffee masterclass with the founders from 3 Coffee, which is a very prominent and very famous coffee roastery here with very good coffee. They gave me like a very quick insight into what specialty coffee is about, from bean to cup, the processing, the roasting, the different types of brewing that you can do, from all the way from espresso to filter manual brewing as well. That was a point where I was fully hooked. And then casually I started exploring even more coffee shops, posting about it occasionally on Instagram. Eventually, a really good friend of mine who also ran a coffee blog, he's been doing that for more than a decade. He was based in the UK and Austria, and he owned a coffee shop himself in South Africa. So he's been pushing me into writing during that period of time. Yeah, I ventured into writing. I actually enjoyed that. At the same time, exploring the coffee industry, learning more about it, and at the same time featuring a lot of the baristas behind the bar, as I was learning,
Hmm.
that is the information I relayed onto my readers as well. I think it kind of worked at that time because the home brewers were actually coming onto the scene. They were trying to learn from the baristas themselves. A lot of people were entering the coffee industry. So I think it was a lucky time for me to enter the scene. Yeah, that's pretty much how I started.
COVID has been a starting point for a lot of home brewers.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this coffee that we are having today?
So if you
Oh,
can
this
see
one.
that, the guys from Grandmother, they do a lot of origins, Panama, Colombia, Ethiopia, Brazil. And this is one of their new releases. It's called Yemen. They're working with a producer called Mocha Roots. So it's sort of like an anaerobic process coffee from Yemen. And
Wow.
it's really sweet. You've got really nice dry fruits in there, berries, very complex. And you will see as you keep sipping on it, as the time passes, you will see the taste will change as well.
Very nice.
You like it? Yeah. Yemen coffee over here is, I don't know, it's subjective, but for me, I enjoy it quite a lot more than Panamanian coffees. It's just the history of Yemen. People are really fond of this origin, especially in UAE. Yeah.
When I came to WOC 2026,
Yes.
and I was at the auction,
Yeah.
and I saw archers buying 2 of the amazing lots. These are like micro lots.
In the auction lot.
In the auction.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
They were like 10 kg lots.
Yes.
And then I got curious.
Yeah. Yes.
And then I tried Yemen coffees from I think 2 of the roasters. I don't remember the name.
Yes.
And now this is the third Yemen coffee that I'm trying right now.
Yeah.
And I am surprised.
Yes. And you'll see the body of these is also on the higher side. It's not a light body. It's medium to high. So people generally really enjoy this here, and you'll not find this origin in a lot of roasteries across the GCC. I'm talking about. But when they do it right. They'll source it right and they'll roast it right.
Let's talk about that. How 2025 has been
Yeah.
for Dubai. What kind of beans people are preferring? What
Over
kind
here?
of
Okay.
roasts people are
Yes.
preferring
Yeah.
in 2025? What
Yeah.
are the trends like?
So, Dubai being a global hub, for import-export, you will find many origins over here coming in. But the 3 most common origins that you'll find on any coffee shelf or any coffee grinder, for example, it'll start off with Brazil and Ethiopia, and maybe they'll have a third option of Colombia, right?
What? Colombia is the third option?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's like
Achha,
the third
then-
option. Like these are the 3 options
Okay,
generally you
okay.
will find. What I think is most of the population that are drinking specialty coffee, they're mostly into naturals, more fermented coffees, and there's also an increase of infused or co-fermented coffees that are consumed quite a lot here. And it comes in cycles because you'll see now with mostly roasteries that we're using honeys and washed processed coffees. You don't really find that a lot much. But I've seen that people are slowly getting back into it now. Roasters are actually introducing these coffees again. Homebrewers are also going towards a little bit more cleaner naturals, cleaner washed coffees. Like myself, I would love, that's like my everyday coffee. A good washed coffee is what I really enjoy every time. I would never get bored of it. You would also see a lot of these exclusive coffees like Panama Geishas, Colombia Geishas being consumed quite a lot here.
Geisha is the most spoken word in the WOC 2026.
Could be, yeah.
I would
possibly.
say that.
Possibly,
And
yes.
second was Colombia.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I feel.
Yeah. You would be in World of Coffee and you would always hear passerbys talking about this coffee, that coffee, and Geisha, Colombia, Panama.
Yeah.
Like these are words that you will often hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. I mean, they are
Yes.
the best one.
You will see, depending on the coffee shops as well, many people stick to filter or manual brewing. There is a good population that also consume espresso. Not so much, but there is some of them, and some coffee shops really get that right, like calibration and dialing in espresso. Some of them do it really,
So
really
out of
well.
10, you would say 2 at least?
1 or 2, yeah. Again, it's subjective, right? Like what I like maybe you might not like, right? And we were just discussing about coffees previously.
Yeah.
You know, you're more inclined towards fruity,
Yeah.
but cleaner fruities. Yeah.
Yes.
But for me, yeah, I like them as well. But I'm more towards the washed, like a little bit more delicate cup of coffee. Yeah, I mean, in these few, especially last year, the amount of infused, co-fermented, or heavily extended fermentation, like these different, I don't know whether you call it, marketing terminologies or whatever it is to push the coffee forward, but you'll find a lot of these coffees being featured in coffee shops, and they're really pushing these coffees now, and a lot of consumers like them a lot.
No, in cafes, I do not see in India. People do not serve infused or co-fermented. But in my coffee community, they love co-ferments.
They love
Co-ferments.
Co-ferments, okay.
Yeah, and they also love pink bourbon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially Colombian pink bourbons.
Oh,
They're
yes,
like very
absolutely.
sweet and yeah.
We don't order much of infused coffees here and there.
Okay. Yeah.
And I've not seen
Yes.
many.
Yes.
So how is it like here? Are people okay with the concept of infusion?
Again, it's about how much of it is being revealed to the public, right? And what kind of education or how educated the consumer is. For example, do they know it is infused? Sometimes they don't. And even with, it's a touchy topic, but I cannot say if it is right or wrong. There's a good amount of population that like it, and I say you drink what you like.
Absolutely.
As long as the information is transparent to the consumer, to the customer, that okay, this is what they're drinking. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what's being added to these coffees, or you don't know how they're being processed. And I think us as customers, we are primarily customers. I'm still very much a consumer, even though I'm part of the industry. I would like to know, if these coffees are infused with chemicals, for example, or are they co-fermented with fruits? What fruits? Do they cause allergic reactions? Are they safe for us to consume? Those kind of things. I think it's important to relay that information across to the customer. We've had instances where you would pick up a cup of coffee, a coffee bag, for example, and would say so and so process. I probably wouldn't understand it, and I would Google about it. I still wouldn't know it. The information wasn't clear, unless I probably brew it, and then I know, oh, okay, this is probably infused or co-fermented.
Yeah. So infusing is okay, but keeping it traceable is important.
Yeah, transparency. Yeah,
transparency is the key.
Yeah.
Right. So Colombia and Ethiopia and Brazil, these three are the top preferred countries in 2025 by people. And co-ferments plus infused plus long fermented hours are kind of a hit we can put nail down that
Absolutely,
in 2025 people are preferring.
Yes.
Wow, that's very interesting.
And I've seen a trend where washed coffees, I told you, the washed clean naturals, they're coming back into the picture. They understand that these are good coffees, and they're going slowly back into that.
I observed in the WOC also how people were picking the coffees at different roasters and different producers. The coffees which were very forgiving and loudly telling what are the flavor notes are the most preferred one.
Yes.
And the best way I feel to do that is long hours.
Exactly. And to get into the specialty coffee, the industry itself, right? Like you want to explore the coffees in this segment. I think tasting these kind of coffees without adding like bunch of sugar syrups and foams and all of these things, I think to enjoy a nice black cup of coffee, maybe that tastes like a papaya or a jackfruit, for example, would be a different experience for some.
Not so different from India, but on a commercial scale, I think this is much of a difference between India and Dubai. I see in this WOC events itself, I bought this binocular
Binocular dripper?
Yeah.
Amazing. Nice. Mariam will be happy. Yes.
I met her,
Okay.
and I'm really happy with the concept
Yes.
that she came up with.
Yes.
It's really interesting.
It's really, really interesting. Yeah.
I can now finally
Yes.
blend easily two
Yeah.
coffees.
Wet blending. That's what she
Yeah.
calls it. Yeah.
Wet blending.
It's a genius. Yeah. I mean, that's what she. I mean, you have the concept of blending two coffees, right? Like before you grind them, and then you grind them, and then you brew it. But that's what she calls this wet blending because you've got two drippers simultaneously, and then you can brew them two at the same time, and then the extract or whatever is coming out of those drippers. That's what she names it as.
Yes.
Wet blending. Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
And my key takeaway from that brewery is that you easily blend two coffees,
Yes.
and also you can brew smaller batches
Yeah.
of both
Yes.
and
Yes.
make a proper batch.
Proper. Yeah. Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
So how was the trend of in Dubai in 2025 in terms of home brewing?
Home
In
brewing.
terms of brewing equipments or brewing, different type of
Yes.
espressos or pour overs.
Yes. So I cannot talk much in terms of espresso because I don't do espresso at home. But you do see a lot of these prosumers and home espresso machines that are being released by. I've seen some really nice ones by Profitec. Then of course Victoria Arduino and La Marzocco have their own lineup for home espresso machines.
Yeah.
I think you call that segment prosumers. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like having a mini cafe at home, right? And if I have that kind of setup, I don't think I'll probably be visiting a coffee shop. But okay, let's talk in terms of manual brewing. You would probably see, and that's very much, stemming from what you find in the coffee shops, like Hario V60, maybe a Kalita, Origami. These are the ones you'll find home brewers always starting their journey with, and then they will sort of expand or go towards maybe an April brewer or any other new releases that's coming.
Yeah, April was quite of a talk in the town in 2024 till 2024.
Yes. Then Oria picked up.
Yeah,
because you'll see a lot of champions brewing with it.
V4 was quite a hit for them.
Exactly. Yeah. So especially when you see a lot of these barista brewing cup champions brewing with them, you will see a lot of these stem over to home brewers who try and experiment. I've got a lot of friends who keep picking up every new brewer that gets released.
Yes, I do the same thing.
Yeah, but it's very tempting. But at the same time, I've tried to control myself, and I've used V60 for the longest time, maybe for a couple of years. Started with Chemex, then went to the V60, then went to. There was a Japanese brewer called Simplify, which was there on Kickstarter. So I had to fund that thing, and
you did?
I did. Yeah.
Nice.
So that was the first time I experienced a flat bottom brewer.
Oh wow!
And I love the concept that it came out with a concept that single pour and no need to do all those cyclic whatever. And I love the flat bottom because it's very forgiving.
Absolutely, I use flat bottom.
Yes.
I use zero bypass pulsar brewer.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It is so forgiving.
Very forgiving. Yes.
And it is really good since it's flat bottom as well.
Yeah.
So with the metal filter, it gives me more body.
Absolutely.
And I've been loving it since long. Not just me. In my whole community, we ordered like in pieces 20, 25.
Amazing.
Yeah,
okay. Wow. Bulk order.
Bulk order. We do a lot of group buy.
Amazing.
Since some of these equipments are not being sold by Indian brands.
Yes.
So we do group buy from directly from those brands itself and get some discount.
Going back to your collective, I just wanted to say that I love this concept of different communities that you've set up in Mumbai. I think Bangalore has one. I don't know.
Yeah, Arpan has a coffee community in Bangalore.
So I love that concept because I think for the longest time, maybe 2-3 years back, we were trying to set up our own collective here. It was not possible for us to attract many home brewers into this segment. Like, I don't know, everybody. It just wasn't possible. Like, we tried to advertise, we tried to post about it online, but we were not very successful. Which is why I really like the fact that in India you've got like these different communities in those cities gathered. I've seen you guys doing collective brewing, cupping, and I think at one point of time you guys were shipping coffee wine as well.
Right, still we do.
You still do,
Yeah,
right? So
every month
that's a
we do
good way
coffee
to
wine.
experience coffees outside of India, in Europe and US and all these other places to actually, see what's out there, right? That's amazing. I love that. Yeah.
That's what we in our communities we love those coffees which are a bit forgiving,
Yeah.
and specifically some of the coffees from dark
Yes.
coffee roasters.
Yes, yes.
Insanely good.
I think that's only
Insane.
possible because the greens and the way they've sourced it is possibly so well that
They
and the
also-
roasting as well. So
The roasting as well.
Yeah.
They also, I think, look through the whole processing for some nanolots
okay,
which they buy.
okay,
So custom processing also plays a big role
right,
with some roasters. They
Yes.
do. In
Yes.
India also you have this option. So if you're buying from the farms in India,
yeah.
some of the farms they offer you to custom processing.
Wow, okay. Wow,
So-
that's really interesting. As a consumer, we don't really have a say in what the processing, that they're going to carry out over
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
It's the green buyer from a roaster, for example, that is usually taking the call. Maybe he'll have the same variety or the same lot that is being processed in 3-4 different ways, and he'll probably choose a natural or a fermented lot,
Yeah.
to start off
Here
with.
also, as a roaster only, you can do the custom processing.
Yeah.
But if the community is asking for something, they
Yeah, absolutely. See,
they
that's
do
amazing.
the same thing
Yeah.
itself.
Wow.
So it's kind of a demand and supply.
Yeah. Yeah.
In terms of that, Pulsar has been a big trend in India.
In 2025, I was experimenting with again a flat bottom. I forgot it was a collab between Kurasu, the Japanese
Oh, yeah, I
coffee
know
shop
Kurasu.
roaster, and I think it was Warrior. I'm not sure, but they had a dripper called Flow. Just
Yes,
made
I
out
know
of
Flow.
titanium or
Right.
something,
I've
yeah, and you
seen
could
that.
change the
Yeah.
discs at the bottom to make.
You use that?
I
wanted
used to use
get
that.
it, but I could not.
It's very expensive.
Very expensive.
I love the way it looks. I haven't experimented much on it. I wasn't very fond of brewing on it. So I thought I made an impulse buy. And at the same time, it uses Kalita 185, the bigger filter paper, so it needs a bigger dose. Usually I go for smaller doses because I'm drinking coffee all day, so I don't want to carry like a 300 ml, I don't want to brew a 300 ml cup
You
of
don't
coffee
want
with
the coffee in an IV.
Exactly. Yeah, so I prefer smaller batches, like maximum of 15 grams. So I got myself very recently, Archers had a collaboration with Solo Dripper.
Yeah.
And I love that brewer. That has been, I cannot keep my hands off it. I've been using it day and night. Even for my wife, we use that cup of that brewer basically to make her coffees as well. So, and it's small. You can use the smaller filters on it, which is Kalita 155.
Yeah.
It has a really large exit hole, so I can go really fine as well with the coffees.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Without it being choked,
Yeah.
which I had an issue with the April. So if you go really fine with the April, especially Ethiopian coffees, you risk choking the brewer.
There is a coffee roaster, HNS coffee roaster
Okay.
in US.
Okay.
They roast ultra light.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally,
Yeah.
ultra light.
Yeah. Then.
Seems like they just touch it to the roaster and they give it.
Okay.
It is so light.
Okay.
Those are the beans they choke a lot in even the
Right.
zero bypass
Right.
Pulsar.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I can imagine. And that's irritating to some degree
Yeah,
because you don't want to
absolutely.
start the whole process again.
Yeah.
Maybe you're running late. And you want a really good cup of coffee, to start the day.
Absolutely. Now I know about the coffee brewers. It's also I did not see much of a talk about Pulsar brewer in UAE and
No,
Dubai.
there's,
Which is
yeah.
new. Now in India we have started doing Omakase a lot. So
Yes.
Suhas is doing really nice Omakase.
Amazing.
Yeah. AJ from Karabi Coffee Roasters are
Yes.
doing really good Omakase.
Yes.
And there are a few more folks who are started Omakase
Yes.
in 2025.
Yeah.
So that was a kind of a year of starting Omakases
Yes.
in India.
Yeah.
How is it going in Dubai?
So in Dubai, it was very interesting because in 2025, after the World of Coffee Dubai 2025, there were a series of omakase experiences. Mariam with her binocular drippers, she had one here. There were plenty, and many coffee shops, including Benchmark, which belongs to Archers. They have an omakase room that they actually opened. They were hosting omakases.
Omakase home that is specifically designed
For-
dedicated for that.
Exactly.
Oh my God,
So
this
in
is
that room, omakase room, you've got a separate espresso machine and other tools that you need to, whoever is coming and hosting the omakase, they can use those things.
I love that idea.
So
Which place did you mention?
it's called Benchmark. Benchmark in
Yeah,
Sharjah.
the stall was with the brewing gadgets.
With brewing gadgets,
Their
exactly.
coffees were insane.
Their coffees are really
And
nice.
the milk texture,
Exactly.
I tried the cortado.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They were
milk
maybe
texture.
using competition milk in that.
I think they were.
in that. Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a really good milk.
Yes. So Benchmark right now is the talk of the town because usually coffee shops when they open here, it's more like a hype or a trend. People generally visit that quite a lot, and then after that you'll have some periods where maybe the coffee shop is empty. The trend dies out. But Benchmark has been one coffee shop that has constantly been innovating and evolving. Really, not only releasing new coffees, but the food over there is great. All these different omakase events that they have. Consumers here have really noticed that, and they're really using that right now. They're really visiting the shop. So, I mean, if you haven't been, highly recommend before you go to India, you
Yeah.
have to make a pit stop in Benchmark and
Okay.
then go. Right before the World of Coffee Dubai started, they had a lady called Tricia. She was visiting,
Okay.
and she ran back-to-back omakases over there, and she made some of the most amazing beverages that I've ever had. These are all like mocktail based from different ingredients that I have never tasted, and it was really, really unique the way she presented and she made those drinks. Some were very personal to her. There was maybe one coffee related mocktail there. Everything else was non-coffee,
Wow.
and the non-coffee ones were the ones that actually very intrigued me. They were really, really nice. Blew my mind. I think, and then again, just a day before the World of Coffee started, I think Jansen, Kai from Jansen was there maybe. I'm not really sure. I saw that. I thought I read that somewhere.
Okay.
But yeah, omakases picked up quite a bit. Grandmother had their own omakase with, it was a collaboration with a bakery over here called
Okay.
Bagheri Farm, which
Okay.
was in Dubai Design District. Amazing
How was that?
pastries and bakes. And the unique part about this was they made one espresso, one pour over, and one milk base, and it was a pairing with a pastry. So some would be contrasting or complementing. So depending on which coffee you're having, you would have a matching pastry with that coffee. So you could have it. You could eat and drink simultaneously, before, after, together. Really depends, and really explore your palate on how it really goes. So omakases, it's been, and it's not only omakase because it's become like a trend word over here now, but
Yeah.
it's experience in general. Like
Yeah.
how do you stand out for your consumers and customers? So different coffee shops does food pairing, dessert and coffee. With different desserts, you've got different coffees. Blacksmith does that in Dubai. Like that, you've got different people doing different things. Everyone's trying to innovate and stand out from each other, and I think that's good for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have somewhere to spend our money, but
Absolutely.
at the same time, we can talk about these experiences and really
Yeah.
enjoy.
Even in India, it has been 2025 has been a rise in experience bars.
Yes,
So if we don't call it omakase,
Yeah.
we call it as experience bars.
experience bars. Okay,
Yeah. It has been a rise.
And then you'll find a different segment. So now I'm sort of thinking that this will increase between home brewers now. What this is basically, a good friend of mine again, who I randomly met in Home Barista Show, which was an event designed only for home brewers by Brewing Gadgets. So this guy, very passionate about coffee and making drinks and all of those things, coffee related drinks, he launched, his name is CV, and what he does is he hosts people in his own house,
Oh wow.
and he gives them a presentation and drinks, like coffee
I love
related
it.
drinks, right? And it's very personal to him. Each drink has a story behind it and why he made it, And I think it's just brilliant the way he took it. So it sort of reminds me, supper club is a very common concept here. Like, it's very popular because different chefs, really good chefs, they invite you to their house or a event, for example, a venue, and you don't get to see the menu, nothing. They will make it their way, right? And supper clubs, I've been to one, it's blown me away. But this one, what he did, it's his own version of a supper club, and it's really, really good.
This is the real craft.
Yeah.
You know, the experience that you cannot get from
Yeah.
the cafes
Yes.
and from all the commercial
Yeah.
places. In India also, there is a rise in 2025 in these supper clubs.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
So there are a
Yeah.
couple of communities which are doing this in Delhi and Bangalore.
Yeah.
And Arpan also did one event in Bangalore related to that, where these are brewing specific lots and also pairing it with some good baked items.
Yeah.
And very few people,
Yeah.
very niche audience,
Yes.
who actually can understand and
Yeah.
respect the process.
Absolutely. It's exciting times.
I love how
Exciting
it's
times for us.
transitioning.
Yeah. And you'll also see, like, home brewers now, they are very well aware, very learned about
Absolutely.
coffee. So there are many instances when, and I don't want to do this personally to any barista, but if my coffee is being brewed haphazardly, not really up to the mark, I would actually tell them that, dude, maybe you missed doing something. I think homebrewers are now very well learned and educated about coffee in general.
We are pushing the boundaries so
Absolutely.
that the commercial people
Yes.
will push them more.
Yeah. And surprisingly, homebrewers, very few homebrewers are now winning some coffee competitions when they are competing with baristas in Dubai.
In Dubai as well?
Yeah, in UAE
Okay.
basically. Yeah.
In India also it's happening.
Yes.
So Jassim was one of the home brewer who was national barista champion once.
Wow. Okay. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
he took it to next level now
He
because
did.
home baristas, being a barista, competing in barista championship,
Yes.
it's not easy.
Yeah,
3 different drinks.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It was insane.
Yeah.
And now home brewers are winning some of the Brewers Cup also.
Amazing. Yeah.
I'm also planning to participate in NBC this year.
Amazing. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Let's see how
this
that
year
goes.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. People
So-
should watch out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I saw you brewing on many of these Dubai roasteries stands. I saw you
Yeah.
brewing in Palette.
Yeah, I was brewing at Palette. I was
Amazing.
brewing one at Orica. There was
Okay.
they are the producers.
Orico.
Orico. They are
Yeah,
the
the
producers.
Colombian producers.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Estella.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
So you see, you're very much part of this community now. Maybe you guys should move here.
no, I really loved it.
Yeah.
World of Coffee
Yes.
and meeting the people.
Yeah.
It's a different energy.
Absolutely.
You do
Yeah.
not get it
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Yes, I think coffee people everywhere. I've always seen this. Even when I recently went to India and I was interacting with many of the coffee shop baristas in Bangalore, in Mysore, for example, they were very welcoming, like here. And as you said, the energy. It's you love to be around them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. So, should you pour some coffee for you?
Yeah, I'll take some for you. Some for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nice. Light is also back.
Yes.
I understood about the origins, the brewing process, the trends in Omakase, and now 2025 has been a rise in non-traditional espressos. People
Okay.
talking about soups.
Sorry. Soup.
Yeah.
Okay.
People talking about allonges.
Okay.
People talking about turbo shots.
Okay.
So, in my community and Bangalore and Bombay, this is a very new thing that is going on, where we're using manual espresso makers
Okay.
to pull these amazing shots,
Amazing.
which are non-traditional, not 1:2 ratio, but 1:2.5, 1:4, 1:5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And these are espressos.
Right. Yeah.
Insane.
Right.
Insane. So, do you hear something like that happening in Dubai?
To be honest, maybe the homebrewers are doing it,
Yeah?
and I'm not sure.
Mm.
But you don't see coffee shops really experimenting with these because when it comes to espressos, it is of course, like many few coffee shops, they are very strict in calibrating it and dialing it in, making sure it is running smoothly throughout the day. But different experimenting concepts like this, again, you need to understand that over here primarily it's filter coffee or manual brewing is what is being sold more here. And again, then probably the second would be milk-based coffees, and then probably the last one would be cold brews and espressos. So what I've seen, people are not really fond of experimenting with espressos like this. Maybe people would take an Americano, for example, but as you said, 1:5. You don't need an Americano for that.
Yeah, on my decent, I pull like, so there's one, my favorite recipe. It's called blooming alonji.
Okay.
So what it happens it will bloom the coffee first. So the temperature will rise.
Yes.
The pressure will rise.
Yes.
Till 7.
Okay.
And then it will drop.
Okay.
To 0.
Okay.
0 flow. It will stop the flow automatically.
Right. So let it rest. Okay.
Yeah, let it rest.
Yeah.
And then start picking up again.
Okay.
And then it will pour the long shot. I'm surprised that homebrewers in Dubai or you're not hearing that much of turbo and these LOJs, this kind of espresso profiling in Dubai. In 2025, this has been quite a rise in India and other places as well. So I've been reading about it a lot. Thanks to Scott Rao, he has sort of experimented a lot on this, and even Lance in his videos talked about these kind of shots.
Centric,
These kind of shots.
Yes.
It's very interesting, and I'm very curious and excited that if that happens in the commercial spaces as well.
This is what I've seen in Watch House. Basically, Watch House is the UK coffee shop and roastery. Many branches there, and they've opened one here in Dubai recently, and exceptional coffees. They pre-dose it 18, 16 grams or whatever, and they would freeze them.
Freeze the beans.
Yeah, freeze the beans basically. Like when you want to, stop it from aging, for example. And obviously, there are many studies where it's better to grind frozen beans than your room temperature beans. There's been a lot of studies on that.
Yeah, I saw one video.
Yes.
I think it was Hoffman.
Was it Hoffman? Okay, I don't remember.
He made a video.
Okay.
That it makes a difference. I don't know if it will be noticeable if I do it.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll move to the commercial space.
Yes.
So, tell me, like, there are a lot of cafes are opening up and roasteries are opening up
Yes.
in Dubai in 2025. I'm sure a lot of them have
lot of
opened
them,
here.
yeah.
And you have been covering a lot of them
Yes.
in your blogs as well.
Yeah.
So, what's the trend like in terms of coming up new cafes?
I've seen some really big names open up here. I just mentioned Watch House. Then you had Kurasu opening up.
Kurasu open here?
Kurasu is opened up here, and they have 2 branches now.
Nice.
So and then you've got Ona from Australia.
They're also open.
They're also setting up shop here. So you've got these big names. Subco again.
Subco came here.
You've got these big names coming here, and they're really standing apart in terms of aesthetics of the coffee shop, the design, the coffee menu that's on offer, the coffees that they're offering, the service that they offer, maybe the food that they have along with that. It's not only Dubai, by the way, because I travel a lot to Oman and Qatar. I don't know about Qatar much, but in Oman, for example, La Cabra, they've got two coffee shops there, and they're directly connected to the La Cabra in Europe. So these are like big names offering that kind of service, hospitality experience that you expect to see from the Instagram or wherever you're seeing the socials, right? You will have you'll have some kind of thought process about how it will be, and they match those standards or maybe exceed them sometimes. So that's been really, really good. And at the same time, you've got other coffee shops opening up. Maybe they're only a coffee shop just serving only coffee. In some cases, they do it so well that they sort of survive. But at the same time, I think now coffee shops are looking at the bakery concept as well. Or
Coffee plus bakery and roasting.
exactly.
All three?
No, just coffee and bakery.
Okay.
Or sometimes they're also looking at roasting, coffee shop and bakery.
Okay.
Because they very well know that coffee on its own will not be able to survive.
So let's say I want to open a cafe plus bakery plus roastery in Dubai.
Yeah.
So what advice will you give to me?
What advice will
How
I give?
many advices will you give to me?
I would say why stop at only those three? There are coffee
Somewhere-
shops here that are doing sneakers, lifestyle, or a concept store. They're combining all of those. There are barber shops with the coffee shop as well. There, if you go towards the other part of Dubai, you will actually see a proper car storage facility with the coffee shop. People are not sticking to those concepts only, but they're expanding above and beyond. So
they're making the coffee a byproduct, or coffee is the main thing, or
that
is
connects
just-
everything basically.
Mm.
Whether it's human interactions, or some other product that they want to sell. Not only coffee equipment, as I mentioned to you, sneakers, lifestyle, concept, clothing, all of these things they're selling with the coffee. There is a coffee equipment manufacturer from Italy, Victor Arduino. I think we all know. Nova Simonelli Group.
Yes.
I think they also have a different concept where they try to bring in the community to their sort of like experience center and showroom. So you've got the coffee machines there that are on display that anybody can go and buy and see. It's like a showroom, right? But at the same time, in that same space, you've got different SCA classes or different coffee educational classes going on. Any coffee shop or roastery and people from the community, or even matcha, for example, which is again a different concept now,
Absolutely.
are going and making events there in that space with the machines in the background. So you see different things happening.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
you gave me a lot to process.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, that there's not one way of doing a thing or opening a coffee shop. There's not one way of doing it anymore. The only limit you have is your imagination and how you want to.
And your budget.
Exactly. Yeah. Usually, if your imagination is too wide, your budget also has to go
Yeah.
in parallel with it, right? So, I mean, I am lucky, grateful, and obviously appreciative of this whole community that I get a chance to experience all of this. And sometimes it's just mind-boggling, of how people come up with some concepts that work really well together that you wouldn't even think works well together. Like right across the road from here, you have a bike. It's called Cafe Rider. So that is actually like motorbikes. It's for motorbikes, and it's a coffee shop. It's a roastery, and it's an eatery. All of these things combined.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
similar thing. There is in Delhi, Gurgaon as well.
Okay.
It's called Trip Machine.
Trip Machine.
Yeah.
Amazing name. See, I love that.
So they are more of a starting point for a lot of bikers when they go on nearby trips.
Right.
And also kind of a
Yes.
resting area for the bikers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a roastery
Yes.
and eatery. And
Yes.
also you
Yeah.
can just get really good coffee.
Yes. Yeah, you'll see different ways of doing business here. Like I really like this concept here called Roasteria, which is also in this part of town. It's called Al Quoz, this area. So basically, you walk into that space and you have many roasters kept there. So if you want, you can take your greens and roast it on those machines.
By yourself?
By
or-
yourself.
Oh, wow.
If you don't know how to roast, you can get some of them from their staff to roast it for you. If you don't have greens and you don't know how to roast, they have a warehouse full of greens. You pick up how much greens you need from their own warehouse, select it from there, and get someone to roast it and brand it. You can do all of those things.
Right.
You don't need to run to a roaster to white label anymore. You know, I mean, gone are the days where white labeling from a particular roastery used to be like, okay, it's frowned upon. But if you have an idea, if you have a concept, and it works really well, and if it's making you money at the end of the day, I don't think it should be looked down negatively. I think people should expand their mind and horizon, be open to experimentation, as you said, with the espressos, right? Not to be very strict with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
So, okay, I want to open a cafe plus bakery plus roastery in Dubai, and collaborating with some sort of experience of making something a byproduct will make a lot of sense, is whatever my takeaway is from this.
Yeah.
Let's say if I am into cars, or I am into like some other hobby as well, if I combine them, do two things in one place, which is a service and hospitality, a product, both of them together, merge them, and also an experience bar, three things. If that is combined together, can work out very well if somebody is want to start a business related to coffee in Dubai, can be a good advice.
Absolutely. I mean, there are many ways of standing out, right? Like you'll have many people who do these coffee shop, roastery, bakery, and they do it really well. But there are more layers to this, right? Like, as you rightfully said, hospitality and service is one way of doing things, right? Consistency is another main factor. You go in there, you're having, any point of time, you're having a croissant or pastry or a cup of coffee even. How consistent was it? Did it still wow you as your first visit? So that is also very much part of why you can get repeat customers. And in Dubai, the standards are already very high. So you need these as a foundation, and then you can build upon it. Like, how loud is your branding? Is it very minimalistic, or is it like in your face?
What kind of branding trends have you seen? Like,
I've seen both. I've seen very
in terms
loud.
of maximalism, minimalism.
Both. I've seen both work. Both extremes work here. The middle ground also work here. And again, people have different personalities, right? And in those personalities, like yourself or me, we're humans. We are in different moods every single day. And for you and me, it's not like a very what I'm trying to explain here is, maybe one day you would want to experience something very minimalistic, not too distracting, with not a lot of people. Maybe one day you are very extroverted, social, you want to interact with a lot of people, you want to be surrounded by people, so you would go to another coffee shop, which is probably more busy. So you get all of these things here.
I understood.
Like us, I think coffee shops have their own personalities as well. And that very much stems from what the owner or the founder has as a vision.
Takeaway from this conversation is, if you have a focus on craft plus service, that is what Dubai needs. That's what Dubai expects. People are from various backgrounds. It's a mixed hub of all sort of people from across the globe.
Yes.
So
Mixed
when they
culture,
come, very mixed culture. When they come together, you expect them to come together in one space. Only thing that can stand there is craft, because you don't know who likes what. So there is no preset template for opening a cafe.
Yes.
For doing a coffee business.
Yes.
In Dubai.
Yes.
Oh, fair enough.
No, I mean that's the thing. It's how unique your idea is. Because back in the day, it used to be that, and you've seen many coffee shops open and close, where they were a copy paste of each other, right next to each other.
Yeah.
Serving the same coffees right next to each other.
Yes.
You still have those, okay, but they, I don't know if they work, not work. I can't comment much on that. But I've also seen a lot of these coffee shops stand out from all the way from their inception. Some of them are even documenting during construction how they, how they come up with the concept of a coffee shop, for example. So I'm going to name names here. There's one called Heath. And when they opened their first coffee shop and the second coffee shop, and what they rightfully did was they noticed who were their regular customers. And you have this thing on Instagram, right? Close friends.
Yeah.
In stories.
Yeah.
Yes. So they put all the regular customers in close friends, and they only revealed the next coffee shop concept, which is supposed to be a secret, to these customers, and sent them secret invites on these group. So again, I was lucky enough to be a part of this, to experience their opening of the next coffee shop. They kept putting clues on what the concept will be. And it is a very much Emirati owned coffee shop, right? So the first one is very desert nomadic driven, and the second one was more on the pearl diving, the water of Dubai, that sort of theme or concept of it. So you see, people are trying to utilize different tools to open coffee shops, make sure people are very loyal to those coffee shops. And us people, even though you've got marketing tools like SEO, whatever, advertisement on Instagram, all these things, but I think one of the best tools is mouth to mouth. Like to us, like I can recommend some coffee shops to you, and you will go and tell your friends what experience you had in that coffee shop, and it just goes viral from there, right? Likewise, I think that is one of the best tools that you have.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I love the concept.
Yes.
That is also a very good example that you gave me. If you have a really good go-to-market strategy
Yeah.
in Dubai,
Yes.
you will have more chances to
Absolutely.
self-sustain.
Yes. And and say you have a vision, you have companies, agencies, you name it. Like you have people who can help you achieve these here, So and the community itself, because if you're lost and you're trying to explore something as a business point of view, if you're trying to open something here, the community itself is so connected, you can come up with these solutions very easily.
What are the geographical trends that are happening? I see a lot of roasteries in Alcuz.
Yeah, you'll see Alcuz being a part of, because it's mostly warehouses, it's got that very industrial feel and look, and roasteries is sort of connected to that. So many people tend to open it in this part of Dubai, especially roasteries, some coffee shops, equipment, experience centers, for example, that I just told you. It's becoming a rising popularity to open up coffee shops here in this part of Dubai. Whereas coffee shops, again, in Jumeirah, very popular. Not roasteries as much, but coffee shops in general, offering an experience of some kind, restaurants, high-end, offering something unique. That is what is also very popular, that part of Dubai, Jumeirah. Yeah.
I think this is the second cupping.
This is the second cupping that's starting, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, as you mentioned in the beginning, we've been connected. We don't talk much, but what I've seen you post, I've seen you evolve. I think, like me, you work in a different industry. I'm not 100%, I'm not into coffee, but again, I see where the passion stems from. And whenever we interact, I see this energy flowing between us. So I really like that. And I think we can keep going on and on and on. But yeah, I mean, I hope to connect with you sometime in India, in Delhi. I'll definitely visit for sure. And you have to show me around.
Definitely, bro.
Amazing. Yeah.
Thank you for doing this with me.
Thank you, Permit. Thanks a lot for having me. Yeah.
Thank you.